Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And what a week. This has been crazy. Listen, if you love the outdoors here in the Northwest, you already know what's going on, right? You got the Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show that's just crushing it. I mean, I was there on Thursday. There's a lot going on there, as always, of course, but there's a lot of opportunities as well for folks that like to chase some steelhead around. We're going to talk a little bit about that today. But today's going to be a bit of a whirlwind, right? We're going to check in with three of our favorites that we get to interview here quite a bit over the years from the Sportsman Show. We actually have one of our professional camera people there, Daryl, who's going to be filming this and getting all that content for us, which I'm extremely excited about. But we're going to have Bruce Pauly from the CCA, who we haven't had a chance to talk with here forever, it seems like. So we get a chance to bend his ear. Then we're going to check in with Tito Montemor from P-Line, another one of our favorites. Again, we don't get to see him nearly enough, but we'll find out what they've got going on over there and give you a few reasons why you're going to want to go say hi to him today when you head over there. Of course, after GPS is over. And then for the first time, not the first time, we've interviewed John Haxton from Haxton's Upholstery or Canvas and Upholstery before. Great guy, great family. Him and his wife, Lynn, are fantastic people. But we haven't done this with them live during the show from a sportsman show or any other sort of location. So very excited about that. So that'll be our run today. Again, a whirlwind of interviews. We're going to have that, but we will still have my report segment like we always do. Just be a little bit pushed down the show a little bit. We'll find out, well, we already know kind of what we can expect for our weather coming up. We're going to miss Katie today, unfortunately. But I'll have my report from this week. I did get out to have a chance and chase some steelhead around, and it was very productive. Decent week out on the water. I had one day where it was a bit of a struggle, but we'll get there when it is, of course, appropriate. Then we've got the deal of the week from Fisherman's Marine, which is... it's really the perfect timing, right? I'm not going to give it to you like I have to make you wait. But the deal of the week from Fisherman's is a really good one, especially if you are an outdoors person of any kind and you like to stay comfortable. I guess that's maybe the best way to do it. Also, let's go ahead. We don't have anybody hanging. That's good, because we're slammed. But if you did like to call us up, we'd love to hear from you. I say it all the time. It's the viewer hotline, 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports. And if you'd like to communicate with us through Facebook, you can do that as well, and Instagram. And we did throw up this past week a photo dump of some of the photos from this past duck season. I had threatened to do that. I forgot to do it. I got in trouble for that, and then now they're up. So I believe, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, if they're on Facebook, they can find that, or do they have to be on Instagram to find that photo dump of all the duck hunting videos? I think you have to be on Instagram. How does that make any sense? Aren't they both? Never mind. Listen, I have no clue. That's what Ryan's for. Best producer out there, he can take care of that. Anyway, we're also going to show you how you can send in some of your photos, because we've got a bunch of them. And today we're going to show you a few. So pay attention. If you've been sending in some photos the last week or two, maybe even longer, because we get quite a few. Ryan, let's go ahead and start those out. We'll get those going, and we'll give you an idea how you can do that as well. Here in a little bit. Caught using my tech tip. I don't know which one, but he's on the bank. Rod's in the sand. Don't do that. But a nice hatchery fish. And that's the way all the hatchery fish that I've been running across, that's the way they've been looking. You know, that 5-6 pound range, but darn delicious. I was actually able to bring some in and share the wealth today. Hey, look at this one. First solo steelhead barb. Hey, I've met Barb before. Beautiful wild steelhead. Look at that. That is just a dandy. Barb, how'd you catch it? What were you doing? Were you drift fishing, bobber fishing, plunking? What were you doing? Anyway, nice photo. First one, and she spends a lot of time out chasing salmon around. That's awesome. That'll be something that she'll be doing forever. Here's another great photo. First of the year. This is from Kate. Nice hatchery steelhead as well. And yeah, deliciousness. Look at the water in the background too. That if somebody were ever to ask me, what do you prefer to see when you're talking about water conditions? That is really close. I don't like gin clear. We'll talk about that. That's what we've been dealing with this week, but that's a great photo. Look at here's another dandy. Nice fish, giant steelhead. Great. Steelhead season. Zach, thanks for sending that in. I can tell you, I know that spot. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. See, and you might even see one of my photos later on with that cherry, little rose going on in the cheeks and that red stripe. One of my those when the bucks are coming in, they are just, and they've been around a little bit, just beautiful. Here's another one. The one that almost got away. Yeah, I know. I've got that story too. Kim, thanks for sending it in. And you know, it's been good, and again, we'll get there in a second, but here's how you can do it. The easiest way is the Fox 12 app. There's so many different reasons why you need it. Not let alone Fox 12, the #1 watch network there is, period, here in the Oregon, Washington, for news and everything else. But you get Outdoor GPS, you can scroll down, it'll show you exactly how to upload photos and video, and you can continually communicate with Fox 12, weather, what we're up to here at GPS, lots of different things. So it's easy to do. You can find it at your app store or wherever those things are found. And when you do that, just download it, and you'll be part of that very, very easily. Okay, so we're going to kind of change things up from our typical format because we're going round robin this morning, right? So we're going to come back. We're going to check in with Bruce Pauly from the CCA. Then in that following segment, we'll have my report where we'll show you some photos and how things have been for me. But when we come back from this break, Bruce Pauly from the CCA Oregon, again, one of my favorite people that I've met doing this over the last nearly 16 years. And we've missed him. We haven't talked to him nearly enough. So stick with us here. We'll have that when we come back in just a little bit.